Well, our family business is a manufacturing facility located in Springfield. We've been in business for almost 50 years now, and it's a quintessential family business in the fact that it is six brothers and sisters working together with our 20 employees. Our 20 employees are like family to us. So when I look at this bill about employing people in the state of Ohio who have convictions, I think of the people that work for us and the fact that they indeed are part of our family. And that is the way I think a lot of employees see their jobs. Well, the Fresh Start Act does two simple things. The first thing it does is it starts to track what occupations are being denied to individuals in the first 5 years after their conviction or release from prison. That's very important because a lot of us don't know what jobs are being denied these individuals who are trying to start out on a right foot. The other thing it does is it says basically that no one can look back more than 5 years when they're being considered for an occupational license. That's important because these individuals are not just out of prison recently, they are out of prison for 5 years or 5 years away from their conviction. And they have shown that they are being responsible and being able to hold a job here in the state of Ohio. The reason we picked the 5-year look back was very important because studies show us that if an individual goes 5 years without committing a crime, they're no more likely to commit another crime than you or I. That is the time limit we set because studies show us that's what we needed to do. I want to hear stories of people who are moving from prison or conviction into independence. I think when I talk to people in my district and I hear stories, I'll give you an example. One of the best examples I had in passing this bill was an individual who was in college, was outside a fraternity house, was 20 years old. They were starting a bonfire. It was obviously a wrong thing to do, but when the police were called and the fire department came, everybody ran off except for a couple individuals. This one individual stood there. He now has a conviction for arson. They were doing something stupid. He's now 40 years old. He has 3 children. This is somebody that made a mistake when they were young and is now could be penalized if he needed an occupational license today. This is what this bill was written for, so that people who made foolish mistakes when they were young and now they're 40 can move out in life and take care of their families. I think one of the main things we do as state legislators are make sure that people have the jobs they need. This is a bill that does specifically that. If 20% of the jobs in any state require an occupational license, this is what we have to do to move people from government dependency to something new. There's nothing more important than the fact that a person is able to get a job and provide for themselves. I think some people call it the gospel of work, and the fact that we need to be preaching that there's one important thing that can change a person's life, and that's a job. We saw a number of groups on the left and the right that came together as allies for this bill, whether it was a Buckeye Institute, Foundations for Good Government, Policy Matters, America for Prosperity. Those are folks from the far left and the far right that came together and saw the value that this bill had. The Fresh Start Act was important to everybody involved. You just don't get out of prison or turn your life around and apply. Many of these folks are working many long hours to do training so that they can have a job. Some of those, like a cosmetologist, your basic hairdresser, they have to go through 1,500 hours of training just to be able to get that license. You know what? When you ask what happened to those individuals who got denied, we don't know. Because up to this point, until we passed House Bill 263, no one kept track of that. And now this bill will definitely do that and show us where we need to tweak the bill in the future. If there are individuals that are still suffering because of licensing boards denying them the ability to move into an occupation like hairdressing or landscaping, this bill will tell us now where we need to change things. So that's why I'm excited about the bill as we move to the future, because it'll tell us how effective this change means to Ohioans.